It began as a simple plan, the kind of reckless weekend idea that feels harmless when you're young and bored and convinced that nothing truly bad ever happens to people like you. Aman, Raghav, Dev, and Kabir had been friends since college, inseparable in the way only men who have shared secrets and failures can be. When Aman suggested they camp in a forest, locals from the nearby village of Bhairavpur rarely entered after dark. It sounded more exciting than dangerous. Because fear is always theoretical until it stands directly in front of you. They reached just before sunset as the forest swallowed the last trace of civilization. Dev joked about horror movies while checking his phone for signal, only to find the screen blank except for a weak battery warning, like isolation tightening around them. The deeper they walked, the quieter the forest became. No insects, no birds, no wind. Just the sound of their own footsteps echoing strangely. Kabir stopped abruptly and whispered that he could smell something metallic, like rust or old blood. None of them admitted they smelled it too. Then they saw it, a house standing crooked and silent in a clearing, its walls peeling yet intact, its windows like dark watching eyes. Each step was accompanied by the growing sensation that they were being observed, not from the trees, but from the house itself. Aman knocked on the door marked with deep scratches like fingernail marks. The door creaked open on its own, revealing a warmly lit interior. The air felt heavy, suffocating. The dining table was set for 4, glasses filled with water that reflected candle flames without rippling. It felt staged. On the wall hung 4 framed photographs, each showing the 4 of them standing in front of this very house, smiling with identical posture and clothing. Aman reached out to touch the glass when one of the figures inside the frame blinked. Kabir stumbled back, but the chair hit the floor without a sound. Footsteps began upstairs, heavy and dragging, pacing slowly from one end to the other. They froze, knowing with primal certainty no one else had entered with them. Dev rushed to the entrance only to find not a door, but a solid wall, seamless and cold. Houses do not rearrange themselves unless they are not houses at all. They climbed the stairs as the hallway stretched longer than physics allowed. Doors multiplied, each revealing rooms that seemed to shift as they glanced at them. At the end of the hall stood a room of mirrors, but not every reflection matched reality. Some were soaked in blood, others had hollow black voids for eyes. Behind Aman in the mirror loomed a tall shadowed figure, smiling with a mouth that stretched wider than anatomy permitted. Then the lights extinguished. When the candlelight returned, Raghav was gone. On the wall now hung 5 frames, one newly filled with Raghav, pale and dead-eyed, as if already dead. The window glass felt soft, like skin stretched over bone. Carved into the wall were the words, "Only one leaves," etched repeatedly by desperate hands. Kabir vanished into a darkness that opened beneath his feet. Only Dev and Aman remained, their friendship turning into a cold calculation of survival. Dev ran blindly, screaming he would not be part of this, only for the house to answer with a deafening crack as the floor splintered and swallowed him whole. Aman found himself alone at the dining table set for 1. The front door stood open. He understood then that he had been chosen, not by chance, but by design. Months later, Aman stood before 3 new acquaintances, his voice calm, his smile reassuring. Survival was not freedom, it was recruitment. The house waits.